Hello, Freedom Guy 55 here again. You know, I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos that basically talk about this. I don't know, this trailer of the Amazing Spider-Man that got leaked online, and now they actually released the trailer even on YouTube and such like that. And it's the teaser trailer for the Amazing Spider-Man, the revamping of the whole series, the whole movie series of Spider-Man, which of course happened. Oh, I mean, we're getting a little nostalgic here. I mean, because it happened well over 10 years ago where we had the original one. That I really have a problem with. Why in the hell are we revamping the series, redoing and reissuing the series 10 years after it's been done? It just doesn't make any sense. But I think the reason why is they think the studios really see, like, after Dark Knight and all of this other stuff, because after I had seen the trailer, I understand that they're actually looking for a darker toned type of thing, because after, Dark Knight and such like that, and this Batman series and such, they're trying to make Spider-Man kind of look the same way. And they're adding somewhat of a, star power in this, like Sally Field, playing, I think, Aunt May, or, I think she's playing May, I'm not sure. And, of course, Martin Sheen, who I think plays Uncle Ben. And then, of course, they add, Gwen Stacy into this. Now they're not actually putting in, of course, Mary Jane, but they're actually putting in Gwen Stacy, which I find interesting. I mean, it was I think the first love that actually winds up, well, if you actually read the comic book, she's gonna die. But anyway. And she's actually going to be played by Emma Stone. Now, this is the interesting thing about this particular kind of... is she's actually in the trailer and whatnot. And I find this interesting. Okay, in the original Spider-Man, you had a blonde Kristen Dunst playing a redhead, Mary Jane, right? And now... the hilarious part about it is now you have a redhead playing a blonde in the new Amazing Spider-Man movie. Amazing thing is, that's the amazing thing. But let's get into the trailer here. Well, okay, we start off with actually, in some ways, there is this interesting kind of thing where it seems that it hints at, because we're actually having images in the beginning of the trailer about his parents, and that his parents are leaving him and such. So there seems to be a more kind of in-depth and kind of, I guess, an in-depth look at Peter Parker's life, even more so. They're going more into it. So maybe that's a good reason why to revamp the series. I don't know. I don't really find it really good, but oh well. Why couldn't we have done it within the rest of the series? I don't know. But anyway... but it is an interesting thing that kind of entices you into this movie. And it did entice me a little bit to look at this. But then, of course, we have, like, darker images that are being put into this movie, which I actually really didn't find really right. I found that doesn't really seem to suit Spider-Man to me. Spider-Man is like big city, bright lights. He swings through the day. We wind up seeing it. I mean, he's kind of like a younger Superman in somewhat of a sense. That's what I see him as being. But some odd reason, they're trying to make him more look a little bit like Batman in this, and I didn't like that kind of concept, because there seems to be that kind of darker images that we wind up seeing even out of Batman, and that kind of bothered me, really, mostly throughout the actual trailer. I didn't really like that. The guy that they chose, which is from The Social Network, Andrew Garfield, I look at him and I really don't like his look. I really don't like his look as Peter Parker. Maybe he might pull it off being an actor. I mean, it's possible. But I just really don't like his look as Peter Parker. Now, I've seen some images of him without his mask on and being, in the weird Spider-Man suit. But, and that kind of looked better. But him looking like Peter Parker, he just looks kind of like a reject from, Twilight series. It just really doesn't work well to me. But this is a teaser, so maybe there might be some more to deal with this and so on. So I'm not sure. I thought that Emma Stone looked fine as Gwen Stacy. I mean, she looked pretty interesting, and she actually looked convincing as a blonde, even though that she's a redhead, which is really weird. But anyway, throughout the rest of the trailer, we also are subjected to the image at the end, which everybody winds up talking about and saying it's all just great and such. But I found more or less that I was actually watching a kind of video game of, first-person shooter video game, and he was just crawling, he was just walking through and all this kind of stuff. The only thing that I actually really liked of that was actually at the end, where we get this one pictured image of Spider-Man right on the actual glass. But that's the only time I actually really liked it. The other time, I just felt like I was just watching a video game. I mean, and even looking at this teaser trailer, I kind of remind myself of looking at, like, say, other things, like Captain America and the trailer for Captain America. That's actually much better. I've seen this every time I see the trailer for Captain America. I really actually endure it, and I really do like what they wind up doing with the actual trailer. Even the teaser one, even the one on the Super Bowl spot, it really worked very well. I was actually more enticed each time that I actually was watching these trailers. This one doesn't really entice me that much. There's one cool image of the Spider-Man suit on the glass. But I just really felt that they were really going for too much of a darker toned Spider-Man that really I don't think is very necessary. But this is a teaser, so maybe they might have some more images surrounding it that might actually have a kind of a brighter kind of look. But everybody else is praising this trailer. I just didn't find it nearly as captivating as many other people wind up believing. But that's just me. And I'd like to at least give a kind of balanced review of this trailer. There really seems not to be. But anyway, maybe there's someone out there that actually doesn't like this trailer, but I don't think many people are paying attention to. But as far as anything else, it didn't entice me to want to see Amazing Spider-Man, and it really made me even more skeptical of this kind of revamping of the series. But there will be trailers to come, and hopefully they will in some ways entice me to actually like the film even more. But this is a teaser, so do remember, but I don't really praise it as much as anybody else does. But that's just my opinion. And if you don't like it, meh. But I guess that's it. And I thank you for your time, and have a nice day.